It is sad but true that we as a society and as a nation are on a continuous decline in many terms, but primarily in terms of ethical and moral sphere. You would agree that hypocrisy is one of the main causes for this very decline. It is further sad, rather agonizing, that not only the uneducated but also the educated among us reflect this very immoral and unethical attribute in our day to day life. For instance, we have a friend or a relative about whom our feelings are not very warm or positive, but when we meet them, we reflect from our attitude, at least apparently, that we are their biggest well wisher in the world, though in fact it is not true. And in case he or she had any mishap, we are acting before them that we are very sorry and upset, but inside us we feel very happy because of our unwarm and not positive feelings for that person. So we are happy inside, but we act that we feel upset and sorry. What is this? This is hypocrisy. If you travel in the West, you would hardly find hypocrisy among them, let it be UK, US, Europe, Japan, or any other developed or civilized country. It's my personal experience that hypocrisy plays a vital catalyst role in the family politics. The rat race of having a better life standard or being better than the others, and that only in this 50, 70, 80 years life. It would of course be appreciative and something to be proud of if we try to compete and be better among others in terms of ethical and moral sphere, which would not only help us to be successful in this temporary 50, 70 or 100 years life, but would also help us attain the ultimate triumph in the everlasting life to come, which spans more than billions and trillions of years. Our Creator, the most just and compassionate King, extremely dislikes hypocrisy. He has announced an extremely painful retribution for the hypocrites in the hereafter. In the era of our holy prophet, peace be upon him, what these hypocrites used to do was that when they were in the company of holy prophet, peace be upon him, they would assure him of their best possible sincerity and loyalty and to stand with him in the difficult times to come. But when they would leave his company, they used to smile and laugh and make mockery of such false assurances. Unfortunately, they didn't know that what they were hiding inside their hearts, the Creator and the King of this universe, who basically sent them for test in this tiny temporary universe, he knew what they were hiding inside their hearts, and they could not hide anything whatsoever from him, whether they would reflect it or hide it inside. It is very necessary that we remind ourselves on a daily basis that this unethical and immoral act, hypocrisy, would consequently result in a severe and harsh punishment on the judgment day because it is a moral issue. I would like to share my humble, tiny but consistent effort to stay away from hypocrisy. I try to make very few close friends and try to meet my relatives, very few of them, on a regular basis. I believe it's better to have less in number friends and relatives, the close ones, with loyalty and sincerity, instead more in number with hypocrisy. I criticize them if I find or feel this immoral act, hypocrisy among them, or even if there is something else which is immoral or unethical. But at the same time, I expect them to criticize me as well as and when needed. Let's try to stay away from this unethical and immoral attribute, hypocrisy, in our day-to-day life, and let's remind our friends and different spheres and circles of our life, the people we meet, about it, and play our positive bit in our surroundings.